to the game. We the Curry brothers, night and day network. We bring awareness to the community, spreading consciousness. With the truth we chase greatness. In the darkness we shine like the brightest stars, using our platform to break mental prisons. You know who we are. From the streets to the stage, we never back down. Constantly evolving, we wear the crown. Mindful warriors, we're changing the game. Never staying the same. Night and day network, we're here to stay. Bring awareness and consciousness every single.
Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer, don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on, the battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
Prize is the soul. What up, y'all?
Yeah, what in the hell's going on out here?
What's up, y'all? Prize is the soul. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to the gang up in here.
Shout out to right. Shout out to the Third Shit Curry gang.
Peace. What's up, y'all? What's going on? We're gonna give y'all some time to get in here before we get started. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. No Diddy. What's going on? Vacay Day, Shaolin, Eminem, Miss J. What's up, Ming? AJ, what's going on? Chrissy B, what's popping? Goddess Wild Red, what's going on? Nikki, what's going on? Yep. What's going on, y'all? Come on in. Gonna get this started. What's up, Lisa?
Yeah.
What up, Melly Mel? Got Melly Mel in the building. All right. What's up, Jay Bliss? Yeah.
Man, it's
What's up, Sean? Still smoking? All right.
Yeah, we got a couple of topics to cover for y'all, man.
Michelle W, what's going on? Jilly Bean, what's going on, Jilly? Yep. There's a lot of things going on out here that a lot of people may not be paying attention to. So y'all know how we do. We like to bring awareness. You know what I mean? We like to bring
you know how they be like, it's the quietest before the storm. It's like the quiet, because you gotta think about it. The little things been happening here and there, but I feel like it's been happening to build up to something bigger.
Yeah.
And we're not feeling the effects of it fully yet, but I think it's coming really fast.
Yeah. What up? What's that? Kanisha? What's going on? Yep.
Yeah, we see something brewing out there.
Shout out to the third shift. Yep. What's going on, Samaya? Milk Dud, what's going on? Shouting y'all out as y'all come in here.
Make sure y'all smash that like button.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a lot of things going on, man. Like a lot of things people ain't really been paying attention to, not being aware of.
Well, we've been distracted with other stuff.
Yeah. So like we tell y'all, sometimes, I mean, these celebrities be used as just symbols to look at as, I mean, like pay attention to how they move, because you know, being as though you in a different type of tax bracket and you in a different type of class, you get they get the information first before we get it. So
yes, they do.
They get the inside information first because they part of the club. So you just got to pay attention to how they move, and then you'll figure out like, so this is what's going on now. Yeah, you know I mean, so
yeah, because they're around all the important people who make all the important decisions.
Yeah.
So if you're around the people who make all the decisions, and they look like they panicking, the people who supposedly always supposed to have it together, when they look like they panicking, something's definitely going down.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, it's definitely better to watch the people who will be close to the ones who make all the important decisions.
Yeah.
And we know
So
a lot of these celebrities are close to the people who make all the important decisions because they're the ones they're the face of their corporations.
what's
Don't
up,
think
D
that these
Gibson?
people out here
Going
that you
on?
seen, these Diddy's and these Jay-Z's and all these and these Dre, don't think that they own what they got. As we can see as examples of Wendy Williams and a lot of other people, you don't really own anything.
What's going on?
So
All right.
definitely watch what the celebrities do and the A-listers, the people who's closer to the ones in the club. Watch
Yeah.
what they do, right? Watch what they do. See where they go. See how they handle certain situations that goes on in the media. Look at their moves. What type moves are they making? Are they jumping shit?
Yeah, they jumping shit, bro. They jumping shit. So we gonna get into this. So a lot of people. So we've been peeping at these two symbols right here. I mean, how they've been in, Japan the whole time. I guess she promoting her country album over there because ain't no money left in America for her to even try to even promote that shit like that, bro. She got to take this album abroad. So as you see, they over in Japan, they've been over there for a minute. You know what I mean? Live, you know what I mean? Over there in the Japan side of things. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this ain't Texas. They in Japan. They've been in Japan for a while. That's what I'm saying. They've been over there for a minute.
Her eyes still look a little dead, don't they?
Yeah, them Jones is dead, bro.
I don't know what's going on with that.
That
like the eyes, bro. The eyes, they never lie, bro. Like when you look at Beyonce when she was younger, like when she was up and coming, it was like a lot of life in the eyes. They were conscious, they were lively, like she was there, like. But this
your life is
Beyonce's
robotic
current
now,
Beyonce, bro. It's
the
like
life
the
is
eyes
robotic.
ain't never there.
I mean, how can you be full of life when your whole life is centered around being robotic at this point? You gonna take on that? You gonna take on
Jay's
that?
don't look like that though.
Nah, he look weird too. But that's besides the point. But how they look, we seeing how they moving.
Nah, I'm talking about the eyes though. Like it's something different with her, like even than with him. Like she got that Britney Spears dollhouse look.
You drained if you in that type of industry, bro.
I mean, they all be drained, right?
Oh, it's drained. We
seen how they look during the pandemic. Not them, not Beyonce and Jay, but other celebrities. We seen how they look during the pandemic, and yeah, a lot of them look drained, very drained.
Bro. So this basically this country is being imploded from the inside out. We seeing how the tech companies is laying everybody off. We seeing how
not just the tech.
We seeing how fake the celebrities trying to keep up their image when we know they going broke. You know what I mean? We seeing all these different things. We seeing how they open the floodgates and let all the immigrants in for cheap labor. And they're willing to do the jobs that America is not willing to do. And we see how they outsourcing all the jobs now. The tech companies are. They got to cut. They got to make cuts. You know what I'm saying?
And I know why they doing it, but I don't even know if we should even talk about this on this show.
Nah, we're going to keep it surface level, but we just bringing the awareness to the, you know what I mean? And we see how they even moving with this app that we on right here. They moving kind of shady.
All right.
We just seen how they moved shady just the other day, just with our channel and a couple other people channels that went through the same thing. That was a quick shady move. Like I'm like, come on, yo.
Yeah, it's a quick shady move because they ain't got it the same because they preparing for something. They preparing for the total global collapse. That's what they preparing for. And after that, it's gonna get rebuilt by artificial intelligence. That's all there is. Because it's all orchestrated. But the funny thing about this orchestration it ended up becoming a real reality because now they warring at the top because everybody don't agree. That's why you see things are crumbling, foundations are being shaken up, things are looking blatantly fake now. It's like they ain't even got time to even doctor things up like they used to. Now it's just like, man, they just completely lost touch with the people. And the only thing that they had to connect with the people with are the celebrities. That's why they pay the celebrities so much money.
And you
And
know it's
that
crazy,
money's
man.
running out. And that
Yeah,
money's running dry now. So the celebrities out here even scrambling. Yeah, I
a
mean,
lot of
some
them,
of them that
a
know
lot of
what's
them
going
leaving.
on, they
They
leaving.
leaving. They leaving.
Right.
They leaving America. They moving to other
Scrambling.
countries.
Right.
I mean, let's go ahead and get into this one real quick. So this just came out a few hours ago. This news here. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this real quick. So this is Google. Google just laid off 200 employees from the core team. Rose is moving to India and they're moving to Mexico. So this is showing you where they're going.
Tech giant Google has laid off at least 200 employees from core teams just before it reported a blowout first quarter earnings. The reorganization move will include some roles moving to Mexico and India. Now, the core unit, which bore the brunt of the layoffs, is essentially responsible for building the technical foundation behind the company's flagship products and for protecting the online safety of users. So what roles does the core team include? Technical units from information technology, its Python developer team, technical infrastructure, security foundation, app platforms, core developers, and various engineering roles. According to internal documents viewed by CNBC, at least 50 of the positions eliminated were in engineering at the company's offices in Sunnyvale, California. Many core teams will hire corresponding roles in Mexico and India. Asim Hussain, the vice president of Google's developer ecosystem, announced the news of the layoffs to his team in an email last week. He also spoke at a town hall and told employees that this was the biggest planned reduction for his team this year. In an email, Hussain said, and I quote, "We intend to maintain our current global footprint while also expanding in high-growth global workforce locations so that we can operate closer to our partners and developer communities." Remember, Alphabet has been slashing headcount since early last year when the company announced plans to eliminate about 12,000 jobs or 6% of its workforce. This is the downturn in the online ad market. Now, even
I don't know why people don't understand that they don't do it all at once all the time. They do it gradually over a certain amount of period. But now, recently, as of the last 3 years, it spiked the amount of people that they drop at once. That's why it's starting to get alarming. Like, oh, we must be reaching a collapse because you gotta think about it. These companies are ran off of advertisers, and the advertisers aren't making as much money anymore. So that means that the economy is taking a downturn because people just ain't got it to spend. Yeah, people ain't got it because it's being drained. It's being drained, and inflation is out of control.
Inflation is high, boy.
It's all orchestrated.
That inflation.
Because the collapse have to happen so they can put us all on a digital system. So they can say, oh, the old money system don't work no more. It's outdated. So we're going to have to update it. And it's all going to be digital. I mean, they already gave us training wheels with the wallets that we able to spend digital currency through and the cash apps and all that. So we had training wheels for years of how to maneuver in this digital world that is coming to. But they got to collapse the old world and build the new world off the ashes of the old world. So that's what's happening right now.
Facts.
And a lot of these celebrities are jumping ship because they know about it. They got heads up. That's why you see some niggas building bunkers. You see some moving out, leaving, going to Japan. Some people is at least getting out of California. Like people is getting out of California and New York like crazy because those two places ain't it. Inflation hits really hard in those two places. It's extremely expensive, overpriced, price gouging, all up and down, gentrification, all types of stuff going on in those two places, California and New York, because those are usually the testing grounds in the United States. Overseas is usually London and France, Germany, and
Spain.
Yeah, y'all know how
Italy,
how
European.
Right.
Have been laying off.
All right, so let's get into this one.
Big tech companies like Meta, Google, and Amazon have been laying off a staggering amount of workers, tens of thousands of people.
Microsoft and Google, within just a couple days of each other, within 48 hours of each other, both announcing they're laying off 12,000 people in Microsoft's case, 10,000 people in Google's case.
I think we aren't giving these layoffs as much due as they actually deserve. Right now, folks are saying, oh, well, that's just in the tech sector. It's a white collar layoff. It doesn't really matter as much. But the reality is these are still hundreds of thousands of jobs.
There wasn't really one area of focus we're seeing getting cut. It's kind of across the board and at all levels.
So what do the widespread tech layoffs mean for the larger economy and those persistent recession forecasts?
You know what's crazy about the inflation?
Really started with Meta, which
what?
Pause this real quick. A sandwich that cost you $3.50 in the 90s now costs you $18.
Yeah, like $18.
No, $18, not $13.99. $18.99. Because you could get a whole damn hoagie, you know what I mean, or something like a whole sub for like $3 and something. Now you got some places you paying like $18 for a joint.
Yep.
18, bro.
Facts.
That's insane right now.
Employees, and this came after their earnings last year,
and
when
it's
they
poor
said, look, we're spending so much money on the metaverse, we're losing, up to $13 or $14 billion on this project, and investors hated that.
Meta stock fell more than 70% and lost more than $700 billion in valuation before Meta decided to lay off.
$700 billion, bro.
They killing us even more with these order apps, these Uber Eats and these DoorDash. They already added more onto the inflation that's already happening with these ordering apps. And people be using them Jones up. Them Jones is just sucking your money dry.
Right.
Them Jones expensive as hell. Like it's already inflation, and then you put the app in as the mediator in between. That's even more inflation. Bro. Yeah,
the announcement.
That's insane.
They get the message from the street loud and clear. We aren't clear about what metaverse return on investment would look like. Having said that, if you can control costs in metaverse, I think that would be a positive.
The next big tech name to lay people off was Amazon. Up to 18,000 employees are getting fired starting this year. It was announced last year. Again, same story, overhiring and overexpanding during the pandemic. And now these companies feel the need to cut costs.
We've certainly seen a slowdown in the advertising business over the last 6 to 9 months. And so
that's the key point right there. You said a slowdown in the advertisement. They ain't got it, bro.
Because they not getting as many marketing dollars.
They're not getting much marketing dollars no more. Nah, it's not. Yeah, it's not recouping. That shit.
Y'all gotta be careful with these apps out here because they suck your money dry, man. A lot of these apps out here suck your money because the inflation is so high, and then they trying to pass their inflation on to you, onto the customer. Everything get passed on to the customer.
Yeah, that's all.
So it's killing you.
Right.
These tech giants that are laying off employees are essentially tech conglomerates. And so tech layoffs across the board look like scary numbers. But if they are in parts of the businesses that are structurally weaker or perhaps in decline, that is less concerning than if we have job cuts in, say, the higher growth areas of the business. And in someone like Microsoft's case, that would be an area like Azure.
The big reason why, or the common thread between all of these big tech companies for their layoffs, is they grew too quickly during the pandemic. There was this glut of spending on tech products when the pandemic first hit, and people were stuck at home, and businesses had to find ways to help their employees work from home. So that means buying a lot of computers, buying a lot of IT services, Zoom subscriptions, you name it. That all caused a lot of money to be injected into the tech industry. And some people in the tech industry, some executives, got a little overconfident.
So sometimes, man, we gotta give y'all live streams that y'all need instead of the ones that y'all want. This is what niggas need to be hearing right now. Like it should be hundreds of thousands of people, Americans, listening to what we saying right now, because it's very crucial and very important. This ship is going down. The US dollar is going down. Like the inflation is so high. We are going to turn into a third world country, and I don't know why we still living on Fantasy Island, but that Fantasy Island is about to be turned into reality real quick.
And now
the reality is the dollar is not worth the paper it's printed on.
And we starting to see more and more tent cities. Like you starting to see the inner cities, boy. Them tent cities are springing up everywhere in the inner city. You know what I mean?
You can't just blame Biden. It's been
bigger than them.
The problem is way bigger than Biden.
We showing you who it is. We showing you y'all talking about Biden. We showing you who we showing you the technocrats. Right. The bureaucrats, the bureaucrats is out the door.
Right.
The bureaucrats is out the door. It's the technocrats now. They the ones that own this shit.
Facts. That's what's going on.
Bureaucrats been got taken over by the technocrats. They already own this shit already. So we showing y'all who it is.
Right.
right in your face. I don't see Biden nowhere or Trump nowhere into this shit. This is
people
the
still talking about
technocrats.
presidents like they still matter.
It's the technocrats now. They own
And
this shit.
And we ain't no political channels. I mean, y'all, we ain't telling anybody who they can vote, who they should vote for, and all this stuff. We ain't about that. We just telling y'all the reality of what we dealing with right now. This inflation is so high because the dollar is about to collapse, and there's no more fantasy island left. Niggas got to start getting back to reality. Like, fantasy island is done. Like, the dollar is done. This inflation is never going to repair itself. It's not going to get cheaper.
And
you understand? Like, it never gets cheaper.
Happening.
So some type of solution have to happen. We can't keep paying $20 for a $3 sandwich.
Well, that's why they're transitioning over to the digital crypto world, because that's how you keep up with the economy.
Which is a hustle.
Yeah, it's another hustle, but it's another. All this money shit is a hustle. All this money system is a hustle. Yeah. All this money shit is a hustle.
Just didn't know about it.
But now they have the solution. They have to switch to digital to even keep up with the inflation that's happening. To even keep up with it, they had to create a whole new money system to even keep up with this. Especially the debt bubble is big as hell right now. And there's no way the American dollar is going to be able to pay its way out of this big ass debt bubble. So they have to create a whole new money system. That's what we're telling y'all right now.
People,
the technocrats
people here still talking about old stuff. People
the technocrats, bro.
And all these
them niggas got taken
not
over.
Understanding what we're saying.
It's showing
it's not
you who.
Rothschilds anymore. It's artificial intelligence now.
It's artificial intelligence, bro.
Yeah. Y'all not understanding. It's like the technocrats. The technocrats are the ones when the tech companies become the new government. That it's about to be a complete shift, because think about it. People are more trusting of their devices than they bureaucrats now. Everybody's hooked on to the digital world. So since that got everybody's attention, that's who's going to take over the world. The technocrats, the people who's basically leading with technology. Everybody's attached to their phones and their devices now. People play game. People be gaming 24/7. It's like we in the Matrix now. It's already too late. So the technocrats take over this era.
Yeah, the technocrats.
So it ain't no more Rothschild. All that shit that y'all was talking about back then with the Illuminati is different now.
Yeah, you gotta watch a show called watch a show on Hulu on Stars called American Gods.
Right.
If you watch American Gods, there's 2 seasons to America. No, it's actually more than 2 now. I mean, so watch shit. The first 2 seasons, the first season alone will give you, basically give you the information. You know what I mean? Just in the first season alone, it's the old guys versus the new guys. The new guys being the technocrats. The old guys.
People don't even date without an app now.
No.
Think about it. The technocrats are the new owners, y'all. And the old ones don't do business like that. The bureaucrat, the old names that y'all niggas is mentioning, they don't do business like how the technocrats do. It's a completely different system with 2 completely different guards. That's why you're starting to see all those high-profile individuals. You see Queen Elizabeth passed away. They sick over there in the royal family. The Prince Charles and all sick and all running around, and you got all these other high-profile individuals.
It's the new bloods, man.
All these names that if you mention that all these names that y'all niggas love mentioning when y'all talk about the Illuminati, all of them,
that's the
are either are gone already or on their way out, because it's the changing of the guards. This is a whole new digital age that we're in now. Like the technocrats took over, so the money ain't gonna be the same. So they crash it. So the first thing they do, they come in and crash the money system because they want everything digital, because the new system is a digital one.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all better wake up to what's happening. And guess who's in the back of all of this? Guess who's way in the back of this digital stuff? United States. Guess who's in the forefront? China, Africa,
Japan.
We all the way in the back.
Yeah, we ain't in the lead no more. Nope.
thinking this growth is
Bro,
going to
you
be
got
sustained.
the wrong channel talking about we didn't blame Trump. We ain't blaming none of those presidents. Because none of those presidents really have any control over nothing.
They don't have no control.
They're just there for appearances at this point.
We showing
y'all
you
gonna
who,
wake up to that really fast, really soon.
We showing you who right now just by watching these videos right here. We showing you who took over this shit already.
Nigga,
you can't even
Alexa got more power than
you
right
can't
now.
even say nothing on this app without getting deleted or
bro.
The Technocrats they control how everybody eating right now.
Facts.
The Technocrats, they control how everybody eats.
Look at the malls. All the malls are empty because of what? Amazon. Everybody shops at Amazon now. No one goes to the mall. In the 90s, everybody was in the malls. Everybody shop. Everybody was in the getting the stuff off the shelf. Now you shopping online majority. That's Technocrats.
Here now and get
Technocrats, bro.
Right.
The phone you got in your hand right now is owned by the Technocrats. You know what I mean? It's nothing. It's nothing. Nobody in the. If you think that these the House representatives and Congress and all that's old. That's old, man. It's nothing they can do against the Technocrats. The Technocrats control everything now. Everything.
Ready for that growth, but they over projected it, and now we're seeing an economic.
We basically
slowdown, and everything's coming home to roost. Now that we're seeing
because the economic slowdown is because they trying to switch everything over to cryptocurrency and digital. You know what I mean? Everything digital.
And everything tokenized. What's really
everything tokenized.
Game.
And then everything
tokenized, meaning all your possession is going to be on some type of digital ledger that's being tracked. And
digital wallets.
It can be traded and taken or deducted from or given to you instantly. So it got a lot of pros and cons. It'll be like you get paid instantly. You ain't gotta wait two weeks for your check. You
ain't gotta
wait
every minute. Right, you get paid
every minute. You can get paid every minute you work.
Get paid, you get paid as you work. It ain't gonna be no more waiting 2 weeks for a paycheck. You don't. It's not gonna have to be that anymore. So you're gonna get paid for your day's work as you work.
As fast as they can give it to you.
The fast they can take it away.
As fast as they can take it away.
You know what I mean? Yep. So that's how it's moving right now. You know what I mean?
These companies refocus on their core missions and focus on what they believe is going to be the next wave of tech computing, specifically artificial intelligence.
Meta CEO.
You heard what he just said. Everything is being replaced by artificial intelligence. They don't need to hire 10, 12,000. That's why them 12,000 people from each company get laid off because they're being replaced with artificial intelligence. Hollywood's being replaced by artificial intelligence. The music business is being replaced by artificial intelligence.
I don't think you understand like the directions that when the Technocrats take over, it could go one or two crazy directions. It could go either just straight Skynet, Terminator style, or it could go WALL-E style. Like y'all remember the Pixar movie from back in the day called WALL-E, when the AI was taking over everything and all the people that was left on the earth that was all saturated with all types of trash and all this. The AI was left on earth to clean up the earth while the humans were just these fat, rotund people just off the earth. Well, they were still on the earth, but they was in these big ships or capsule things where they lived their civilization just basically going around on these things that rode them around because they was too big to walk. And the AIs was doing everything for them. Everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they literally did everything for them.
All the cars are self-drivable now.
It don't matter what it was.
All the cars are self-drivable. They don't even need humans to even drive the cars anymore. You know what I mean? It's all self-drivable. So,
or it could turn into where the AI just straight take over and be like, we don't need humans here anymore.
It's becoming
because when you start dealing with AI, they can start writing their own code, which means if they writing their own code, which means they making their own decisions.
Mark Zuckerberg conceded the same point in the company's layoff letter to employees.
This was ultimately my call.
All right, so let me bring this back just a little bit.
Tech computing, specifically artificial intelligence.
Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg conceded the same point in the company's layoff letter to employees.
This was ultimately my call, and it was one of the hardest calls that I've had to make in the 18 years of running the company.
Largely what's happening in tech is that they are right-sizing after the COVID surge in demand. And so that demand surge was off trend. They hired to accommodate those surges. And so they hired well above their organic trend and growth rates.
In many cases, not only was there a increased need, we'll call it, for infrastructure expansion and those sorts of things, but also you had just such a rush of customers. You needed salespeople, you need customer support, other levels of operating costs, essentially.
But in other cases, there are businesses where through time they've been very sort of cost conscious, so they've been investing for growth at all costs, and for that reason have fairly weak profitability relative to where investors perceive they should be.
If things do get worse, you'll try to see more consolidation. The big guys are going to be okay. Google's going to be okay. Apple's not going out of business anytime soon, no matter how bad the economy gets. But what you do want to look for is some of the more weaker companies, those growth companies that either had no profits or were barely profitable. Those can either go out of business or become really attractive.
Yeah, they're going to go out of business. You know what I mean? Or get bought out and turned into something else. That's usually what happens.
Yep.
They get bought out and turned into something else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're dealing with. Let me pull this up real quick. So there's been a spike in Americans, you know what I mean, moving to different destinations. You know what I mean? So it says, why are so many Americans, these ads pop up, why are so many Americans relocating to the UK? You know what I mean? So we're going to go through this list. So right here, this is a list of countries where a lot of Americans is relocating to. UK, 21,000 people. Mexico, 19,000. France, over 12,000. Spain, over 11,000. Germany, over 10,000. Canada, over 10,000. Australia, over 7,000. The Netherlands, over 6,000. Japan, where Beyonce and Jay-Z at right now, is in Japan, over 6,000. Italy, over 6,000 people. So there's a lot of Americans picking up and relocating because let's just call it what it is. America imploding from the inside out. This shit is being totally turned into something different.
Jay-Z and Beyonce's images over there in Japan. We don't know where the real ones are at.
Right. Crazy, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They just showing us that on social media. They can be anywhere.
Right. So compared with the data of 2021, the study found that 22% of Americans moved to Europe in 2022. So that was over 100,000 people that moved from America to these locations. That's a small amount of people, but I'm getting, you know what I mean? But we're seeing where the economy is taking a turn at. So we just trying to bring awareness so people can really start doing their research and start preparing themselves for shit like this. Like, you always want to be prepared. Like, you don't want to be the ignorant person that perished because of ignorance. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't want to be one of them type of people that's just oblivion to what's going on and you just moving about ignorant and you don't know what's going on. You want to have some type of awareness. Yeah, so you want to have some type of awareness, you know what I mean, to this shit. So that's why we telling y'all, don't even take, like, even what we saying now, y'all better expand on the, you know what I mean, expand on that research and do your own research, man, and start seeing where you fit at in this grand scheme of things. You know what I mean? Because the I'm gonna tell you right now, this technological age is inevitable. It's going to happen regardless. It's supposed to happen, but you got to figure out where you fit at in the grand scheme of things. You know what I mean?
Right. It's supposed to happen.
You gotta do your own research. You gotta start doing your research and start figuring out, you know what I mean?
And it's both pros and cons.
It's always pros and cons to everything.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I know this for sure. I hope some of these people is listening. The only way this is gonna work if they're gonna have to flood the economy with digital currency.
They gonna do that. They're gonna
have to flood it. Yep, and they're gonna have to flood it. And the thing is, the only way they're gonna be prepared for that, because it's gonna be a whole bunch of people that's gonna have money, but
gonna be a whole lot of
there's
people
no jobs. But there ain't no jobs, so shortly it's gonna turn into a Wally situation.
Right.
I'm trying to tell
So
y'all niggas, it's going to turn into a Wally situation because they are already starting to build restaurants and all that stuff that's ran 100%
right.
AI. Yeah, digital currency
Yeah,
not
it's not
good.
it's
Yeah,
not
I
always
don't
good.
agree
It's a
with the
flip
digital
side to it.
currency stuff,
Yeah.
but we can't. It ain't nothing you could do to stop it.
Ain't nothing you could do to stop it. So the
You
thing
just
about
gotta
it
either
is
get with the wave
during
or just.
during, during the transition like this, a lot of people get rich first. Same thing that happened with the
Right.
dot-com bubble.
Facts.
A lot of people got rich during the dot-com era. The gold rush. A lot of people got rich during the gold rush. It's the same deal. Every time there's a rush to something and a transition to a new system, a lot of people get rich. It's like a small window of a lot of people that get rich during that small window before the window closed. So if y'all
Yeah, the
peep me
digital
movies,
system ain't
well,
good at all.
nah, it's not. It's
Right.
not. It's a flip side to it. It's always two sides of the
It's
coin.
it's actually a punishment that's coming to the people. Like this digital age is only a punishment because we're too divided. That's why. I mean, that's the higher stuff right there.
Yeah, that's a whole
Like
nother
I'm gonna
live
be
stream
honest with y'all, it's a
that we could
punishment
take.
that's
Right.
coming to mankind because this digital system is going to be so intrusive. Y'all just man.
And like we saying, it's not like a thing where because you gotta realize humans are still needed regardless. Human resources are still needed regardless.
Right.
Because humans are the consumers, so they still regardless of however they move about with the AI takeover, whatever, they still need humans because the humans are still the consumers. So like we said, it's going to be a small window where it's going to be people with a lot of money. Everybody, the general population is going to have a lot of money, but if that window is going to close real fast.
Right. It's gonna close real fast. Yeah, because it's gonna when it's there, you're gonna think it's gonna be there all the time, but it's not. But they're gonna flood it. Trust me. It might come soon. They're gonna flood eventually. It's gonna get real bad, and then they're gonna start flooding the economy with this digital money.
Yeah. So a lot of people, like the general population, is going to be a lot of money flowing through that. That's why they're trying to get a cap on it now with implementing, apps like Fed now. They're trying to put these things in place to prepare for that system because they don't want a whole lot of people getting rich outrageous and just doing whatever. So they want to try to put a cap on it and control it as much as possible. So they're trying to set all these different
artificial intelligence up. That's the only
Right.
way they're gonna be able to control it.
Fact. Because the AI is able to process everything faster. That's
right.
That's why you hear a lot about
It's able to monitor everything.
Yeah. The blockchain. I know a lot of y'all heard about the blockchain.
Right. That's the technocratic system right there. The blockchain. It's a quantum digital system.
All of our digital wallets is going to be connected right to the blockchain. It's a faster process. The AI is able to process everybody's digital currency faster in the in milliseconds.
Not just your currency, but your information.
Yeah, information, period. Your medical records, everything will be able to
instantly.
Yup. Milliseconds. So that's what we dealing with, y'all. We just had to definitely come on here and just break that down for y'all. As much as possible, as much as we can. We can go on and on and on about this information. Like we'd be here a whole week. You know what I'm saying? A whole month, a whole year with the type of information that's out here.
And I'll be honest with you.
Right.
These technocratic systems don't last long because the people usually tear them up. You'll hear this probably on one of our other channels and platforms, but Earth been through these stages before.
Yeah.
This is not our current most technological age right now. We was in plenty of technological ages on the Earth.
Right.
This is just one of them, and this ain't even close to our height of technological advances on the Earth. That's what they keeping from you, and they keep that part out of our school system. They call it pseudoscience, and then they remove ether out of the elemental chart. and all that. So y'all got to start doing some more research on this stuff, and then you'll realize we've been lied to. They just putting this technology back out, rehashing it back out. But this technology been on the earth.
Wake your asses up.
But that's because you don't have the information. That's because you don't have the information.
Okay.
Huh? Just public. All you got to do is go look it up. Huh? Okay. I didn't come here to find out what you think.
No, I'm just asking.
No, you didn't. You say you thought. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
But I don't want to hear what you thought. I saw the check, nigga. Huh? So I got to sit in what you thought. Who cares? Huh? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, this technocratic age, I'm just telling y'all, it's not gonna last that long.
Nah, that's why I said it's gonna be like a small window. It's gonna turn
post-apocalyptic, and that's how it always happens. Every technological age ends up like that, post-apocalyptic, and it just keep going around and around and around. So we would go through a technological age. People would get tired of it because they're getting tired of being controlled. Everything could collapse, and then to go post-apocalyptic, everybody got to relearn basic skills.
Reset.
Again.
Yeah, reset.
Right. A reset. Yeah.
And
that's all that happens over and over and over again on Earth.
And we telling y'all reason why it's gonna be a small window, a small time, a period of time where everybody gonna have money because they need us to accept this digital system. So the order to get us to accept it, they gotta give us basically surplus of digital currency, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of people's general population is gonna have a lot of money during this transition.
Most of y'all lived this before, but y'all just don't remember that shit.
I mean,
that's the higher stuff right there. Most of y'all lived this before. Y'all souls definitely lived this before. Just don't remember it. But that's all Earth is. It go through periods of this. It'll go highly technological, like that's where we going now. And then the people will start effing with stuff they ain't supposed to F with. And it all go post-apocalyptic, and everybody got to start from fresh again and hide all the things from the past, hide all the technologies from the past because of the shame that they did by ruining the earth with these technologies. So they always got to bury it and hide it until we find it again years later and start recreating it. And it's the same cycle over and over and over again. That's what I'm saying. It goes from the bureaucrats, which is the old vampire type of stuff. And it usually the power get handed over to the technocrats, which is the highly advanced AI and all. And none of those systems work. They all end up collapsing, and then another one take its place. It's over and over again. It's a endless cycle. It's an endless cycle. I'm telling you, it's all we doing here. So yeah, it's going to be a short window where they gonna flood us with all this digital currency, and you're gonna be so broke you ain't gonna have no cash, no real cash. And the solution is give everybody digital currency, and then people, how they just gonna give people money? You gotta have jobs to make money because AI is gonna be doing everything, all the basic stuff. So some people ain't gonna be needed no more. You just gotta understand where we've been to see where we going. It's the same shit over and over again, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, if you actually go dig and look, you'll see there's ancient technology that they dug up that's way more advanced than the shit we got now, and they still can't figure out how the ancients made it. I'm trying to tell you, we've been lied to. They had to cover up the past of the advanced technology that we used to have and hide it in Bible stories and all this type of stuff. Like they hide that stuff into those stories, so we don't go back and repeat what we did before, so we can start anew. Because that's what a great reset is. But we always just repeat and do the same thing over again, over and over again, y'all. It's like a loop. That's all Earth is about. That's all Earth is about. That's it.
Nah, this is different cities right here. That's showing you.
Yeah, this is different cities, right?
There's LA, Philly, New York. There's a couple other cities on here. It's just Atlanta. Yeah, it's like tent cities springing up in all in all parts of America. You know what I mean? Because this is what happened when you go through a collapse. The inner cities get
The
it first. The
technocrats
inner
is
city,
throwing it in our
yeah,
faces of what we've been living
right.
in.
The inner
Basically, if
cities
you
is
think
where it
about it,
collapsed
our
first.
prices always been going up with inflation throughout the years, and the drug problem always been getting worse, and the homelessness and everybody being homeless, that's been getting worse. It's always going to get worse because it's a changing of the guards. The technocrats is going to say, look how y'all old system been treating y'all. We can do it much better. When everybody's digital, when everything is digital, everybody can have a place to live. Even though it'll be like a little compartment that they put everybody in, where you just have basic necessities and everything is done for you through artificial intelligence, the cleaning, the laundry, everything.
Yeah, this is different. This is different from a recession, y'all. This is collapse
Yo,
time.
this is about to be
Yeah, this is
over,
a whole
y'all.
but it's
This
just
is different than a recession.
It's just a reset though. It's not like something that's supposed to last. Like this right here, what you're seeing is not going to last
all the way down.
It's a small window of it's making a transition. So this is just a result that happens before the total transition.
Yeah, before the total collapse.
So it ain't even nothing. And tell you the truth, it's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be scared of. It's none. It's not about fear and none of that shit. It's about being aware and knowing where you fit at while this transitioning is happening. It ain't about fear and none of this. It ain't about fear. Don't be scared of none of this shit. This shit's supposed to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just supposed to be doing your education and figure out where the fuck you fit in at with this.
We supposed to be learning from this and not repeating it.
That's it. You know what I mean?
That's what we really supposed to be doing on a higher level. This is a test. People say, oh, this digital system is the devil. No, all of this is from God. Everything came from God. Everything came from the Most High. Even the devil. Everything.
It's just
remember he was there to test. Right. You remember the devil was created to test mankind.
Right, exactly.
Y'all forgot that? Both Muslims and Christians and Jews should all be in agreement with that, with the story of Job.
Right.
So this technological age is all from the Most High.
Yeah,
all of it. It's about how you handle it. It's about how we handle it, and it's all about lessons, and it's about growing.
That's why I said it's inevitable. It's supposed to happen. It's inevitable. It's supposed to happen.
Right. It's supposed to happen.
This shit's supposed to happen. Like,
this is Earth. It's supposed to be cold.
Like, we ain't supposed to be stagnated in one system any goddamn way. This shit's supposed to be transitioning into different things.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's
like, who want to be stuck in the same? Who want to be stuck in the same damn system the whole day? You know what I mean? That's why we die. That's why we come here, we die, and we move on. Because who want to be stagnated in this shit forever?
Yeah, right. Niggas telling me they want to live 200, 300 years old. Why niggas want to live to 150 years? Why would niggas want to live to 150 years old on Earth, bro? It ain't shit here to be living for 150 years. That'll keep you here for 150 years happy.
It's a vast universe that we
Why
travel
niggas want to live so goddamn long on Earth?
It's a lot of places that,
crazy to me
that we could travel than just Earth. Like, who want to be here for the rest of the whole goddamn eternity?
Yeah, I mean, it's this place is here for moderation. Enjoy your earthly life in moderation.
Like, you want to be here forever?
Forever? Niggas want to be here. Niggas want to be here for 130. How could I? What's the right foods I can eat so I could be here for 150 years?
Right.
Man,
nigga, fuck all that.
Who want to be here for that long? It's temporary anyway. For the individual. Well, it's supposed to be. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually not a bad thing. Because, I mean, what do, like, as far as staying here for a long time, what pleasures you getting out of that? What, just to see this type of shit all day? Another 100 years of this. Looking at what we looking at on the screen.
Right.
You 50 years old and you want to live another 100 years? You want to be 150 years old, huh?
Right.
On Earth. That's foolish. That's foolishness. But when you hear, you're supposed to live a good life, and you're supposed to be an observer and learn lessons. It's, you know what I mean? That's what and not be fearful all the damn time. So while we here, so this ain't one of those fear mongering broadcasts. Nah, we telling y'all the set was coming.
You ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
Fuck, you ain't got no choice but to accept it or just be a person left behind.
You can take it.
Fuck, you gonna be left behind? Like, what you gonna be a person just left behind? You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, you're supposed to add value to yourself first, and then value to the work. That's supposed to be all of our goals, like adding value to self first, and to, you know what I mean, into the world, like some type of something for people to learn off of.
Facts.
And to grow. It's about growing. So you can't grow. You stagnated in the system. That's why the systems have to switch.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's why Adam and Eve had to come up out of that garden, because they would have never grew. They would have never learned anything.
They'd have been stagnated as hell.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, nothing can stay stagnated. No energy can. When energy becomes stagnated, that's called death. Like stagnated energy. So this system, it had to collapse because we're stagnated in it, and now it's in our face. Look at these people on the street. I mean, you could go back to the Reagan era and it didn't look this bad. It was bad then, but it looks worse now. So it only gotten worse. And it's only going to continue to get worse until it all comes down. And I think
but it's a
real fast.
Yeah,
y'all.
it's going to be a small period of time where we go through this, because this is what happens when you got to go through a transition. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is what has to happen. Like, it's something that has to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this ain't nothing to be scared of, and I mean,
yeah. So we ain't fair. So
death,
people can't say that we ain't here fair monger, because we ain't telling y'all to fear this.
Nah,
we
you gotta be
y'all to get prepared for it, and don't be naive. Don't be naive. Don't remain in fantasy island. You know what I mean? You know it's coming. We might not agree with it. We might not like it, but it's coming. So get educated on it. That's all we telling y'all. Get educated on it.
Just it.
Don't even believe what we saying. Just take what we saying and go research it yourself. You might save yourself, you know what I mean, a whole lot of frustration in the future.
Well, no shit. Nobody can save you but you anyway. You the one that got to retain the information.
That's why I said they can save themselves.
You got to retain it.
That's why I said that. Yeah, because we can't save nobody. Hell nah. We ain't got the ability to save nobody but our damn selves. And that goes for everybody on the planet. So if everybody get interested in saving their own selves, guess what? Everybody else will magically be saved, because we all connected. Because you can't poison a river without killing everybody around that have to survive off of that river. If you live in the area and you poison in the area, you're only poisoning yourself and your neighbor. So if everybody thought to themselves, I'm not going to put no poison in that, because we all have to survive off of that. I mean, this is common sense that humanity don't even have anymore. Like, we don't even have that basic common sense is out of the window. That's why we're going into the digital system. Let's go. So I'm only talking to the people who's conscious, who ready to do something about it. And if you're conscious and you're ready to do something about it, you ain't going to be one of the ones who's going to be out here like this because of this new digital system. Because I'm telling you right now, the AI ain't going to have no type of care about anything. It's going to be completely cold. It's a robot. Artificial intelligence is a robot.
Yeah, don't reason with
the
human
job
beings.
that's going to be left for humans, guess who's going to be managing those jobs? Your supervisor might be an artificial intelligence. Yes, your supervisor could be an artificial intelligence robot telling you what you have to do on your job just within the next 5 years. That's how fast this is accelerating. Hey.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna see.
I think we could end it here with this. You know what I mean? I think this information that we took time out to get y'all is vital. You know
it's vital information.
Vital enough. You know what I mean?
And this is reality because the technology exists. That's why they're getting rid of all these celebrities, these Hollywood A-list actors and B-list actors, because they don't need them anymore. Because artificial intelligence can make the movies with their image, and you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference.
Right.
And they don't need movie sets or none of that no more. All they need is a room with a computer in there that's AI accessible, that's basically working with the technology to create these movies with artificial intelligence 100% with these celebrities' image. So they don't need the physical human no more. The AI can make The Rock or Taylor Swift and all these, they can make them immortal. You'll always see movies with them, even when they long gone. You're still going to see new movies coming out with your favorite actor. Do you understand where the industry is going? That's what we're trying to get through to y'all. We are going into that age. That's why they don't need these. They ain't paying these celebrities nothing. They don't need y'all. I hope some celebrities listening now. They don't need y'all niggas no more.
Oh, I think they already know.
They don't need y'all to write raps. They don't need y'all to make beats.
They got the first information firsthand.
They don't need y'all niggas no more. Y'all are finished. Y'all gonna be out here with us now.
Nah, they already know. They got it firsthand. That's why they was out there marching on SAG-AFTRA and all that. They was being told that we gotta let y'all go to AI. I mean,
yeah, the game
artificial intelligence is
it's a paradigm shift, buddy.
Yeah, this shit don't. Yeah, they know firsthand already. Shift, they know firsthand. They knew before we even knew what was happening. What was going to happen.
And one of the key words that they use is flip the switch.
Because they ain't even know they was being told.
That's when the system is going to turn on its head. And you remember that hourglass thing that when you turn it to sand, resets? That's what this system is hooked to. Something similar to that. Those hourglass sand clocks. When you turn it over, the sand drops from one cone to the other one. Yeah, that's what's happening.
What's up?
And they did a whole ritual on TikTok with that Drake song. I'ma flip the switch. It's all about a paradigm shift. It's a changing of the guards, y'all. This world is about to look extremely different, and they've been telling us in the movies. So the shift started around when The Matrix came out in '99, during the time where Prince did that Yahoo Summit that we
but not and they was pushing Y2K.
They was pushing Y2K.
Remember?
That's when
remember the whole Y.
They been had the blockchain. The blockchain was up when the internet was up. They just wasn't using it. Just the credit card systems was testing it first.
Y2K. That's all we heard
going
into
the game right now. Oh my!
That's all we heard.
Oh, we putting
going into 2000. Y2K. Y2K. It's gonna be a blackout. Y2K. It's gonna be a blackout. Y2K. That's all we heard throughout the 90s. Throughout the 90s, leading up to the 2000s. Y2K. That's all the hell we heard. Prince did a whole song about celebrating 1999. Whole song about it.
We just gave y'all so much game right now.
Party.
Wow.
We gonna party like it's 1999.
Wow.
That's the whole technological age
I'm
switching
just telling y'all.
I mean, doing the whole switch over.
When that final collapse happened, everybody's gonna know about it.
Yeah. But the bailout, but we're gonna get bailed out by the technocrats with the digital system. Everybody gonna have digital wallets filled with crypto in it. Filled with crypto in it. And you're gonna be able to go out and buy whatever the hell you want. It's gonna be a small window. You know what I mean? Of everybody having money. Yeah, right, vacay. Yeah, people was buying. Hell yeah. People was really partying like it was 1999. Yeah, people was. Prince ain't make that song just for nothing. He was letting us know in the song. You gotta remember the agents getting information first before, you know what I mean, before we was. You know what I mean? So
right, the social media king. No more TV commercials. We have
you got
TikTok now.
yeah,
Right,
you
you
could
got to think about it. That's why they selling
that's
all the movie studios to the niggas, and they buying it up. They don't
that's
realize they
so
gonna go
right.
broke. 50 Cent and Tyler Perry, y'all niggas are gonna be outdated. Y'all gonna be still using movie studios when all the big studios are gonna be using artificial intelligence.
Right. So that event that happened in 2001, and then the very next day, something was signed in to through Congress the very next morning when that event happened in 2001, and that was right there. That was the shift right there. I ain't gonna say the event. Y'all know if y'all was around 2001, y'all already know. Y'all ain't even got to say it in the chat because I don't even want. You know what I mean? But y'all know what I'm talking about.
It officially started with 1999 when he brought the Matrix out just to get everybody in that frequency.
Oh no, that was the promotion. Yeah, that was the commercial.
Yeah, that was the promotion,
The
right? That was
the
the
Matrix
wave in the frequency, and then they did the
Matrix was a
911
commercial.
thing. Then they did the 911 thing, and that's
the
what
event.
actually brought us to this period we are now. That opened up a portal. Just to let y'all know. That's another whole live stream.
Yeah, they signed in.
That opened up a portal, y'all.
Patriot
That event in the U.S. A portal was open.
It was
Just to let you know.
Like the very next morning, the Patriot Act was signed in to put cameras in everybody home and everywhere. So that's what we just telling y'all right there. I mean, that event happened because, you know what I mean? You already know.
Man, we ain't even got y'all. A lot of people should know that by now.
Yeah.
But it's even deeper than that, bro.
Yeah,
like,
we know that.
Event was bigger than we thought.
Yeah, we can't go too much deep into it on here.
Yeah, we can't go too much into that, but it was bigger than we thought.
No Diddy.
But we definitely moving into this digital age, and y'all know we are. People can't even go to a physical place without recording it with their phone through the eye. Like, people don't even look at stuff with their naked eye anymore. Everything is through their phone, even when they at an event. Even when you at a live physical event, your face is still looking through the phone to look at the event while you at the event. That goes to show you how crazy it is. Like, most people can't go 5 minutes without their phone.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just to let you know what I mean, this is the technocratic age. Like, y'all know we ain't BSing because the receipts is all around us. You can't even
yeah, it's not. You can't deny it.
You can't debate this at all.
There's no line because we see the results of everything.
Right.
Like we told you, the Matrix was nothing but a commercial to the technological the technological age for us to accept that was the Terminator and Matrix was the two movies that was used as commercials to promote to us to accept the age that we're going into.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Shit, you can go back and watch the movies and analyze them for yourself. Now you can probably look at the movies much more different now because the age that we are, like what we seeing with our own eyes right now, you know what I mean? It kind of open your eyes up a little further. Well, I would say open your eye up a little further. So when you go back and look at these things, you like, so now you see the connection. You start connecting the dots. You start connecting all the dots like, damn.
And JR, what movies led up to those movies like The Matrix and all that? Before that, before movies like that, it was Escape. Yeah, but it was Escape from New York.
Yeah.
And Escape from LA. And didn't those cities look like what this city look like right now? Look at that.
RoboCop is another movie that looked like this.
Wasn't the cities looking like this in those movies?
Yeah.
And in all those movies, so we in that time period right now. We still in that before we actually reach the full-fledged digital matrix, which is coming real soon. So y'all gotta understand where we at. That's because they introduced this stuff to us through the movies. So you realize the movies all through the 80s and 90s was stuff like this, like RoboCop and stuff like that, or Escape from LA, where they show the cities in ruins like this, homeless people out in the street. Another movie, They Live, was another movie with Roddy Piper. They Live, they showed the people living like this in the inner cities. All that led up to
Demolition Man is the after effect. Yeah, that's the after
all
effect.
that led up to the Demolition Man and all that stuff, and then the Matrix. You know what I'm saying?
People,
so that's what we're approaching.
Don't look at these movies as just entertainment. I mean, you could look at them as entertainment, but no, these movies is these movies are subconscious programming, subconscious basically commercials. You know what I mean? For us to accept where they gonna take take society. I mean, you can go all the way back and look at movies, silent films like Metropolis, 1984.
Right. With Super City. Right.
Brave New World, books like Brave New World.
Bro, how would Metropolis
blueprints? These are blueprints.
Why would Metropolis be so advanced that they would have super cities and super highways? And that movie was made in 1920.
Yeah, 1920s, and yeah.
In the 1920s, that movie was made called Metropolis. It's a silent film, and in that movie, it was about super cities, artificial intelligence, robots, AIs, clones. All that technology was in this movie from the 1920s. And you want to know what else about this movie? It was Hitler's favorite movie, Metropolis. Metropolis was Hitler's favorite movie, and in that movie, it's 100% technocrat.
Yeah, you gotta watch
technocratic society.
It's
to show you that the Earth already knew about the technocrats before.
Yeah, it's two 1984s. There's one in black and white, and the other one that came out in the 80s is in color. So it's two different 1984 movies you can watch.
Yeah, but we talking about even before 1984 movie came out or the book was written. We talking about Metropolis, nigga.
Well, Metropolis
made way more advanced than 1984 was.
Metropolis is based off the book Brave New World. You gotta remember that came out in the early 1900s. The book Brave New World. Metropolis is based off to that book
Metropolis came out. Brave New World came out in the 1930s. Metropolis came out in the 1920s. 100%, bro.
I'm gonna have to go look.
Metropolis is older.
Brave New World.
Metropolis came out in the 1920s.
Let me look that up real quick. Brave New World.
1984 really came out in 1948.
Yeah.
Brave New World, I believe, came out in like 1930s. Metropolis was already written and turned into
you're right. Yeah,
before that, bro.
Yeah, Brave New World.
Had the
it was 1931.
System already set up.
1931.
Ready to go. That's what the whole Tesla technology was about. And I'm not even, bro. I'm not even talking about Elon Musk. I'm talking about actually Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla already had a lot of the tech, at least the patents for the tech of the technocrats.
Yeah, Metropolis came out in 1927. Yup.
Right, Metropolis, 1927, bro. Way before Brave New World came out, and they
Brave New World came out
the super highways.
But
nigga, they had the super highways in Metropolis. They had the clone robots. They had the artificial intelligence. All that in the movie from the 1920s. And it came out in the 1920s. It could have been written in the early 1900s. As far
that's
what
I'm saying. A lot
that's just when the movie came out.
Right.
We don't know how long but I honestly think Metropolis is the blueprint. It's not an actual movie. That silent film is not a movie. Y'all niggas go back and watch Metropolis. It's an old movie. It ain't got no words to it, but just some versions I think they added like music, like opera music.
Yeah,
and in some versions they add a little bit of color to it, like they updated it. But it's probably on YouTube. But I'm trying to tell y'all that's why we tell you technology isn't new.
For free.
Right.
It's back on. It's back out. It's on the public domain too, so they actually stream should be able to stream it and shit like that. We wanted to kind of break the movie down, but we would do that on another platform anyway.
Yeah, facts.
We won't do that on YouTube. But yeah,
this is one of these streams that y'all needed. That we needed at this time.
Yeah, because when I seen this right here, it kind of gave me like a flash of, certain, like when I seen this and I'm like, all right, so it made me think. And then I seen that Jay-Z and Beyonce was in Japan. And I was like,
their images in Japan. We don't know where they really at.
Yeah, they
seen that video that Will Smith did where it made it look like he was on the beach?
Yeah. Well, they images
CGI video, nigga, they could easily make it look like these niggas is in Japan. This the Hunger Games out here. We don't know where they really at.
Right. Well, wherever they portray in the media, with that's what's put out there for us to analyze. I ain't even gonna go no deeper than that. Whatever they put out there in our faces to be analyzed, and broken down, it's up to you to do your discernment and connect those dots. You know what I mean, whether there's a fake them in Japan or not, that's what they want us to believe, that them niggas is in Japan. So why would those two symbols be in Japan right now?
Right.
And they supposed to be like the top symbols of the black community, right? Why is these two symbols in Japan when all this shit going on in America?
With the,
not only that, while all this shit is going on in America, why is these two symbols in Japan? While all this shit going on in America, and these people supposed to be propped up as political figures, right? Musicians being propped up as political figures, but they ain't speaking on none of this shit right here. We seeing right here, right in front of our eyes. Y'all don't see nothing weird with that.
Yeah,
that's why I said that what they be doing is just there. Them niggas is just there as distractions. Then to be analyzed as symbols and be like, all right, so. If they ain't speaking on it, they ain't saying shit about any of this, then we know that they ain't it. They ain't the ones. It's the ones that have no fear about speaking on shit like this. They the ones. The ones that really supposed to be speaking on this, that got influence over millions, they ain't the ones.
Nah, it's set up that way it's supposed to be set. We ain't supposed to reach everybody.
Nah.
What we talking about right now ain't for everybody.
Nah, hell nah.
Because some people are going to have to learn hard lessons. I mean, that's just what it is. That's just how it is, bro. I mean, no more Fantasy Island, man. No more Fantasy Island out here. Reality.
Reality based.
Yeah, come back to reality now.
Reality.
And the reality, look at these inner cities, man. That's the reality. Look at that. That's what America's looking like. What else did it look like that on? What, Back to the Future? You remember that?
That once, yeah.
Biff Hotel.
And when it was out there.
Cats was out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah. So Back to the Future is another one. We're trying to tell y'all, it's all adding up to the Matrix. Right. When we all hooked up to these digital systems. So it's gonna go from like escape from LA, escape from New York, you know what I mean? Demolition Man and all that stuff.
Hit that like button if you ain't hit that. This one needs to be in the algorithm. I don't know what else. If it was as much of y'all that's in here, if y'all could go ahead and use your thumbs to tap that like button.
Right.
For algorithm purposes, I think this one that definitely deserve to be in the algorithm. You know what I mean? For anything, these ain't even the topics we really talk about on here. We take these topics to Rumble. We don't even talk about these topics on here, but we know more people be tuned in over here, so we just like, all right, we might as well go ahead and talk about that topic on here.
Yeah, real quick. And then that's the thing that we telling the 100% truth. These platforms know we telling the truth because what we talking about, they a part of it. You know what I'm saying? They know they ain't got it. They collapse because they just have to collapse so they can show how well the AI works and how well the digital system is going to have to come in as the savior.
Yeah, we just showed you
For the
Google. We
technocrats,
just showed
for
you
the changing of the guards.
Google laying off employees. We just showed you that. YouTube is owned
But
by
it's not a
Google.
real savior though. It's really a digital prison. It's really a digital prison in disguise as a savior.
I mean, whatever, however you take it. I mean, it's. I mean, you could say it's a prison. You could say it's not a prison. I guess it's however your mind perceives it to be. You could look at it like it's a one up
It's gonna be
for
that
you.
because we gotta
Yeah,
get that reality.
yeah. For some
Look
people,
at these individuals that's out there. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this
Right.
video. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real out here.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think about it, but this system is not gonna last that long. Like this old system that we seen here, they're gonna clean this all up eventually. Because they got the power to clean it up now.
Small window.
But they have to have them out there for the collapse to happen. So they're gonna keep them out there. Because they can easily clean that stuff up. You know what I mean? These inner cities and all that crap that's going on in these inner cities. That stuff can be easily cleaned up.
They finding ways to house the immigrants that's coming in. So I know they can house Americans that's out there, but they don't want to.
But they don't want to. That's not the so
that's not the plan.
But these are things that have to happen because you gotta admit it, man. We lost it over here in the States. Most of us are still in Fantasy Island. You got people walking around still thinking that the U.S. is the greatest country on the planet when we went around and caused all this pain and suffering to other countries. This is insane.
It still is.
Yeah, and it still is, and some people still think we the greatest country. That's wild to me. That's wild.
First of all, we far behind in education. we far behind in everything. Far behind in. We don't even realize we far behind financially in the world. The dollar ain't the dominant financial system anymore. No.
Yeah, we ain't even do no commercials because this I feel like this ain't even about commercials.
Yeah, this ain't even about commercials with this. All right, this is straight through live stream. Y'all know where the shops is at. If y'all want to support us or anything, y'all already know where it's at. The links be all in the chat. The links be all in the pin to the top. The links be all in the description of the video. Y'all know where to find us at with that. But I think this was more of a serious live stream that had to be talked about. You know what I mean?
Awareness.
Right.
Yeah, this is one of the realest ones we did because we trying to get the message out there to y'all, man. This is almost like a warning, but it's also like a you know what I mean? It's a learning experience. Like this is giving you the opportunity to educate yourself on the system that we're approaching. That's going to be put on us. And we sort of already chose it collectively. Like I said, most of us wouldn't even know what to do if we lost our phones in public.
We could lose our mind.
Like your whole identity is on there. You pay your bills through your phone. You know what I mean? You communicate with everybody through your phone. Everything is through your phone. So you got to think about it. With that type of energy that's in the air, that type of control they have on us to the point we scared if we lose our phones. What type of system you think is being developed around that? That's why you don't see shopping malls out here like that anymore, or the stuff that you want. It never in the shopping malls. It's on Amazon because it's about the technocrats, and that's what we telling y'all, man. This is serious.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is serious.
Yep, exactly. Mel, make sure you drop your link in the Jones so people can subscribe to your channel. I mean, let people know that y'all can go over there and subscribe to Melanie Jones' channel as well. We still got that bet too, the game on. I see, you know what I mean? We still gonna hold that bet down, you know what I mean? Still gonna hold that bet down. Philly versus New York. We holding that bet down. The Knicks versus Philly. You know what I mean? Holding that bet down. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean,
everything is done through the phone. Like everything.
everything,
You order your food
everything.
through the phone. You
Yeah,
talk to
pay
your
your
family
bills.
through the phone. Your distant family through the
Yeah,
phone. Your
either your
dating
phone
and
or your laptop.
relationships.
Yep.
Your dating and relationships is through a phone.
Yeah, whether it's through a
Everything is through a
phone or
phone or some type of device, some type of
yeah,
tablet, some
right.
type of laptop, some type of everything is through devices now.
And the thing about it is we was able to see the transition because we come from that side of things where we didn't have cell phones and it was
Right.
everything was either pager or we had to talk
Right.
physically on the house phone. You know what I mean? Like we seen the transition happening. Even with the music, even with the Hollywood, even with the music business, we seen how the transition happened, how everything's happened because I mean a lot of the newer generation didn't get to see that. We did, and most of y'all in here did. Y'all got to see that transition.
To the
So
point you can make a whole hit record that sound like a studio recorded it on your phone now.
Yeah.
Like you can make the beat on your phone, you can record the vocals on your phone. Like back in the day, you needed basically equipment to do that.
Right.
Do you understand? Like the industry is changing. A lot of people are not going to have jobs anymore.
Yeah. What's up, Jack? Jack
This is the
Lamore?
reality.
Hold on. Right. What I do? What I do, man? What I do? Miss Mickey, y'all, some of y'all ain't feel old.
What you say to making niggas feel old?
I said they got I was just saying they got most of the people here got to see the transition happen where we went from not having cell phones and all that. We was just mainly everybody just dealing with pagers and I mean you had the big ass cell phones with the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
but I'm talking, but they ain't had no cameras on and none of that shit. We talking about this whole different change. You know what I mean?
You definitely wasn't paying your bills.
And you wasn't paying your bills on that shit through your phone.
App. Yeah, right. That's what we saying. This is a whole new age right here. Like your phone.
You wasn't on it. Yeah, you wasn't on the internet on your phone and all that shit. You know what I mean? Yep, you was even chirping.
Was something that was on a computer.
Yep. Right. Nextels, all you could do is chirp on that goddamn thing. Beepers, all you could do is call and you know what I mean? Beeper and all, you know what I mean? All
we going throughout the ages. We talking about the beepers, the big ass car phones that they had in the 80s and 90s.
Right.
That's the hustlers had those and beepers.
Yeah.
See, that was your status. If you had the phone, that means you was the big hustler. You was the big boy.
Right. Right.
If you had the phone in your car, you was definitely the nigga getting the money.
Right.
Because all the workers had beepers.
Yeah, all the workers had beepers, bro.
Right.
Yep.
Now, you know what's funny about the show? You know what's funny about the show's power? The show Power. 50 be trying to incorporate how people should update their hustling because you realize in the Ghost 2, the Power book Ghost 2, see how Tyreek was using the apps and shit to sell drugs.
Yeah.
Like basically 50 is like y'all niggas need to up y'all the way y'all do things on the block because now you gotta do things through apps because everybody on their phone.
Yeah,
like you see, like it's even showing you in little shows like that how everything is being updated. Like you gotta just be aware of things. That's all we telling y'all. Just be aware of what's happening around you. A lot of people don't believe it. I told a friend this back in 2003. I said, and I was on the computers then. And I told you, I was like, man, AI, I said, eventually AI is going to take over everything. And this friend said, man, you sound like you watch too many movies, man.
Right,
like the computer's going to take, and that's what this individual
well, they
told
didn't
me.
see it. Yeah, they
but
didn't see
now
it.
Look where we at. And I said this in 2003. I said, the computers and the AIs is going to take, and this nigga told me I'm watching too many movies.
Let me leave y'all with this though. This is the next phase we're going into. Cell phones is going to be replaced with VR set. Now everything's gonna be war on your head or on your wrist. Cell phones is becoming it's gonna be obsolete as well. Google just put out a video. Just there's another tech company that's involved with them. Just announced that cell phones is gonna be out in the VR. Everything's gonna be linked to a VR set now. So that's the next phase, y'all. Cell phones is gonna become obsolete, and VR sets is the next phase for us to communicate through. That's what's happening. So
they want something in our brains, but
let me just pull up the video and show y'all.
Our brains.
Let me not just say that. Let me pull up the video and show y'all.
Yeah, they really want this stuff in our brains, but you know, most people ain't gonna accept that. So let's get it as close to their face as possible.
Right. So let me not be a nutball and not just show y'all what I'm
we
talking
can't
about.
get the chips in their brain. We could get it in their hand. All right, well now let's try to get it on their face. So it go on their face, but next let's try to get it in their brain.
Let me just show y'all. Don't be
they funny as hell out here with those chess moves.
Don't be one of them dudes. Let me just pull that up real quick. So this is Meta. This is Meta right here. Man, Meta, Google, all them niggas the same, man. I don't look at them different.
Oh yeah,
I don't. I look at them all the same, whether it's Meta, whether it's Google, they all the same companies. I mean, they not all the same, but they all following behind each other. It's the same, same shareholders and all that. So, this is Chief. This is Meta's chief scientist, y'all. He says scientists said smartphones will be replaced by AR glasses in 10 to 15 years. So let's go ahead and get into what he said.
Wow.
Let's get into it. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's phases of this shit, bro.
Wow.
Let's go rabbit hole, go deeper than you think. No diddy.
Years from now, or 15 years from now, we're not going to have smartphones anymore. We're going to have augmented reality glasses. Okay, so the computer will still be in our pocket, but we'll talk to our glasses. Our glasses will display content that will be overlaid over the real world. So if you go to a foreign country, you don't speak the language, you see a sign, the sign will be translated automatically and displayed in your augmented reality glasses. You talk to someone and that person doesn't understand the language you speak, the translation will be displayed in their glasses, and when they speak to you, the translation will be displayed in your glasses. 10 years from now, or 15 years from now, we're not going to have smartphones anymore. You'll cross the street, and your glasses will alert you if a car is coming in that you didn't see. So there's going to be a lot of things like that, and the way you will interact with those virtual assistants is that you'll interact through speech. Your assistant will know everything you do, so we'll have a lot of context about what you might want, might predict actually ahead what you might want.
All right, so this the type shit niggas need to be knowing why they be trying to keep us distracted with all the bullshit. You got people that's paying attention to this type of shit too. Because while you zigging, they over there zagging. So while you laying up, while you chilling in the zig zone, they over there zagging with it. So
they over there zagging.
You gotta start paying attention to shit and not just be caught up in the bullshit all the time.
And it's that Zag show. This stream right here, we can just call it Zag.
No,
this is code name Zag.
Code name Zag, bro.
Yeah, this live stream that we doing now is called Code Name Zag. Because everybody's zigging right now while they behind the scenes zagging. And everybody ain't paying attention to the Zag. So this is Code Name Zag. We trying to tell y'all, man, like it's headed there. Y'all see, we can't keep running these inflation numbers up. You know, the inflation never goes down. So how long could we keep paying $18 for a $3 sandwich? You gotta think about it now, and it's only gonna get higher. So that $18 sandwich is eventually gonna be $36.
Yeah, so you need something to keep up with the inflation.
So what are y'all plans when that happens?
You need something to keep up with the inflation, bro. You need
and
something to
keep up with it. Almost a $30 sandwich when you order from Uber Eats or DoorDash.
Bro, it depends where you. Yeah, it depends when you
to that food.
It depends where you eating from. Like I said, bro, I paid $22 for a cheesesteak, bro.
Right.
And that's before all the other fees that attach to that shit, bro. That's just $22 alone for the cheesesteak, bro. $22 alone. I mean, so I tell you right there.
We telling you what the solution they're gonna have for us is digital currency. Y'all better start just getting educated on digital currency. We're going towards that direction. We're already using the training. We already got the training wheels in place. It's called Cash App. It's called PayPal. It's saying? It's all different things are the training wheels. Learning how to use wallets, Google wallets, Apple Pay. All this is teaching you how to use the new system that's coming.
Right.
Man, we're just telling y'all, man, this is probably one of the most informational lives we ever did. Y'all niggas better take this, share it with your people.
Hold on, even Umar told y'all.
Donations, gifts, more gifts, more.
Bro, I know Uber and DoorDash is some people's hustle, like that's their job. And and we ain't knocking their hustle or nothing like that because
nah.
Gotta make their money. They trying to survive too. So
I
definitely never knock nothing like that. But we all gotta admit that these apps are robbing us in this inflationary. Now, sometimes regular entrepreneurs like us, especially if you got our skin tone, they say if we do something they don't like, they say that we price gouging, and they cut us off. Like if we raise a price too high that the app don't agree with that we're on, they literally say it's price gouging. But these corporations and all of them could raise fees and stuff as high as they want. I mean, the fees on like Uber Eats and DoorDash be astronomical. And you still got to pay the tip because those people who's doing those jobs, they barely make money. They make more money off the tips. So all that inflation, on top of inflation, on top of inflation, on top of taxes, on top of taxes, on top of fees, on top of fees. Like that's literally what we all doing. That's madness to me. That's complete madness.
Right,
but, hey,
right.
Man,
God has already said, walk out my door, I always spend $100 or more. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You don't. Yeah. Nothing less than $100.
Right. Yeah, it's a done deal out here. They running it up, bro. They running them numbers up. Nigga, you paying $18 for a $3 sandwich, bro. $18 for a $3 sandwich now. It's a done deal. And it's only getting worse. So what's happening, what's going to be the savior is digital currency.
Now, which ones? We don't know. You got to.
Which ones? We don't know.
You got to do your research and stick close to it as much as possible about doing your research and retain as much about the digital system as you can. Start looking into it and start reading upon it, because there's a lot of people out here really ain't paying attention to this shit. You can tell. You can tell a lot of people, just especially our people. You know what I mean? Our people barely pay attention to this type shit. It's like a small amount of people that pay attention from our community that pay attention to this type shit. You know what I mean? Everybody else probably just, go with the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, this is a whole, man, we dropped a lot of breadcrumbs in this joint, a lot of gems in this. I hope y'all take this information and go redo your own research. Because I have to know something is going on by now with these prices outrageous like this. Nobody's doing anything to stop it. And every time you turn on the news, you see sending money overseas, and you're like, hold on, but we need money here.
Yeah, the grid ain't gonna go down. If the grid go down, that it's for a purpose. It's for a certain, I mean, thing. They want to further the collapse even faster. But the grid, they need the grid. That's the only reason they can even keep up with everything and monitor everything is the grid. Keeping everybody consolidated on the internet. Yeah.
What's the name? Somebody said, let me post this person said, with digital currency is going to eventually cost you more money because you're paying for convenience. Yeah, but that'll be far into the future. Most of us won't even be here.
Right.
When that happens. You gotta think about it. The reason why you're saying that because you're thinking about the workforce being the same. When you say convenience, but you're forgetting everything's gonna be replaced with artificial intelligence. The regular jobs that people do every day. So everything will really just pay for itself. Because you don't need the man labor anymore. You don't need
automated system. The whole world is going
system, right?
The whole world is going on automated.
Everything can be automated. Everything can be automated.
Yeah, everything's going on.
Yeah, everything automated, right? With the artificial intelligence, so they don't need a lot of humans to operate these jobs. So it'd be different.
That's why we was telling y'all your job. You won't have to wait 2 weeks to get paid. You get paid the same day you work. You get
if you even have a job,
right?
If you even have one, I mean, most people's job is going to be just playing around in the metaverse while AI is doing everything around them.
Right. That's the new step right there.
That's where they trying to
metaverse,
guide you to. They trying to put you niggas to sleep in the matrix, bro. They want you attached to those video games and in the metaverse and on these social media apps 24/7.
Yep.
So you're in the matrix constantly.
Yes, sir.
And then so you ain't gotta worry about doing anything around you because the AI handle it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so they ain't going. Yeah, things might cost us more when we ain't here anymore. Way later into the future. See, the system ain't fully into play yet. It always start off cheap because when our money system in America first started, things were cheaper. You know what I mean? But as time went on, prices always go up because of inflation, because the money devalues. Because all we do is borrow, spend. That's all we do. Because you remember way back in the day, like stuff was way cheap. Way cheap. You know what I mean? You could get a car for like $500.
Right.
You know what I mean? Rent was like $10 a week.
Right. You could buy a home for like $3,000, right?
Yeah, we talking about when the money system was like in the early 1900s, right before the 1913 Federal Reserve, all that stuff took over. But
like a bag of rice cost 5 cents, right?
Yeah, everything. Yeah, the price of everything was cheaper. And then at that time, more people were more independent because they had their own land. It wasn't suburban neighborhoods yet.
Yeah,
most people had their own farm and they was producing their own food around those times. But yeah, so we got a prime example of how convenience eventually will so I agree with you slightly, Jesse, because things do go up based off of convenience, because now we got grocery stores, food is more expensive. But when people had their own land, of course, food is free, cheap.
Well, and most people just trade
it. It reproduces itself.
Yeah, most people just trade it. You can't trade it. Trade it because certain people knew how to grow certain things.
Right.
And some people didn't, so they just trade it. You know what I mean?
But look how long it took us to get into this type of inflation. Well, it didn't really take us that long, to tell you the truth. But the crypto system, that's way different. The blockchain is way different than anything we've seen on Earth probably in the last 500 years or more. Because I don't know, beyond that, I don't know what people was actually using. All we get is a lot of that history was distorted.
Yep, Mel, the barter system. Yep.
A lot of that history was distorted. So, but we definitely haven't seen nothing like this blockchain on the Earth, like in our recorded history that we was lied to about school. Because I mean, I think we all know by now that Christopher Columbus story and all that stuff was a bunch of BS.
Oh, that shit was fake.
All that shit that they was. I think everybody know that, at least know that part by now.
You'll know that by now. I don't. Yeah, I don't even know when I really heard the last time a person said Christopher Columbus discovered
all
America.
that information that we.
Yeah, I don't really remember the last time somebody said Christopher Columbus. Yeah, y'all gotta misspell certain words in the chat, y'all. Y'all know how AI be picking up on things. Y'all gotta misspell some certain words. You know what I mean, in the chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, things are definitely changing, man. That's why you see a lot of these celebrities are moving around, and being moved around.
Being moved around, right?
Because there's a changing of the guards, and they ain't gonna need most of these individuals no more to do anything.
Yeah,
that's why you're seeing certain celebrities. You realize a lot of celebrities and high-profile individuals, just since COVID up till now, is no longer with us. Think how many celebrities and high-profile individuals. Way more than we've ever seen in a short period of time like this. Because they moving people around. And just think about the ones who ain't unalived, they in prison or on their way to prison. Even if it's scripted, it's still a symbol of something. That means the old regime is being broken up. It's a changing of the guard, y'all. That's why we're seeing these celebrities being moved around, man. Different positions. You're seeing the fall of Diddy, the rise of Jay. Man, you're seeing all types of stuff. Kelly put away.
Steen. Nah, don't forget about the Steens.
I was gonna get there. The Steens, both Steens.
Don't forget about them Steens.
Both Steens. Like it's just it's a bunch of different high-profile individuals that's either on their way to prison or no longer here. It's a changing of the guards, y'all.
Yeah, a lot of rap beefs is happening because they need the engagement.
Distractions.
Yeah, not only that, they need the engagements because nobody cares about the music unless it's some type of incitement like beef. These rappers don't have real beef. It's just that they need that friction because the algorithm is swallowing everybody up. And if you don't have something that stands out on the algorithm, then you're not going, you know what I mean, benefit. So they need a Drake.
Only want
Drake.
drama.
Yeah, Drake needs the beef with Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and Rick Ross, and Nicki Minaj beefing with Mega Man, Ice Spice and this person and that. They need to keep these beefs going for algorithm purposes because nobody cares about just their music alone. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, the music industry is struggling right now, bro. It's struggling. Them streams ain't getting niggas paid nothing. Them niggas getting pennies off them streams, bro. Nothing.
Man, everything is struggling. Hollywood is struggling. The music industry is struggling.
We already know.
Restaurants are struggling. Department stores are struggling.
And we already know what destroyed the music. Things like Napster and all that. That Napster thing was definitely a diversion, bro.
Well, Napster was just the start of it.
Yeah, it was the start. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, all the streaming services killed the
and then the streaming
ran.
All right, so yeah, niggas ain't really getting it like they used to. They can fake all they want on that on their Instagrams and Twitters, and we know y'all niggas ain't getting it like that no more. Cause who really getting it like that no more with this type of age we going into right now?
The niggas that's in Hollywood definitely ain't.
And the ones,
yeah,
and the ones that's being selected, because the ones that's being selected to sit in certain positions, no Diddy, is they're only there for a temporary time to get us to buy into some shit, the agenda that they selling.
All right.
I mean, they
you
want
gotta think about it. Netflix originals, Hulu originals, Apple TV originals is doing better than the big Hollywood Jones now.
Netflix just announced that they taking on lower budget films now, like Tubi, because they don't have it no more to even be bougie with the content no more.
And they're still doing better than the big Hollywood studio.
And now Netflix is putting ads on. They putting ads on.
That's the crazy part.
They can't afford to not have advertisers now. They got to put ads on those movies and shit now because they can't even afford not to have advertisement. So now they're lowering their standards of the content they're gonna be taking on there because they can't afford to just be bougie no more with the content. Now you're gonna be able to be like just a regular independent filmmaker and be able to get your shit on there more easier than it was before. They need it. They need the content and they need the advertisers. That's what they need. They need the advertisers, bro. They can't survive without the advertisers. None of these platforms can survive without advertisement, without the advertisers.
Nope.
None of them. You can name your biggest you can name your biggest app out here. Without advertisers, that app would be dead by tomorrow.
Well, the thing is, Netflix wasn't running off of advertisers at one point. It was
exactly.
But you had to switch to advertisers because the economy is being drained because everything is going into digital currencies for the low. Because all the big companies are quietly investing in cryptocurrency, digital currency. That's what's happening. So all the money is being tied up. It's not flowing because it's being held up.
Yeah,
that's basically what's going on. So a lot of these celebrities are going to be homeless before it's all over. Yep, some of your favorite celebrities. Because eventually it's all going to collapse. Because the people ain't got it no more. The people is not going to buy their music. The people ain't going to buy their.
They're not buying that.
Think about it. Netflix is trying to cut down on password sharing because they losing so much money on subscriptions. They don't want people sharing passwords. They want more people buying subscriptions. You know what I mean? But that's not happening because people just ain't got the money to buy the subscription. So people are sharing passwords. So Netflix is trying to cut down on that. That goes to show you everything is collapsing, but it's on purpose. It's orchestrated. Because the prices don't have to be where they're at. You got to think about, this is policy that's happening. So the prices don't have to be where they're at. So basically, these companies are technically price gouging. They break in the public, including the celebrities, the ones who think that they in the club. Y'all niggas gonna be broke too.
They already there.
Right.
They already there.
They gonna be homeless broke.
They are. Some of them already there, bro.
Right.
Some of them giving up their homes, selling their homes already. They moving into lesser homes. You know what I mean? Lesser rooms.
Yeah, niggas.
You got people like you seeing all different celebrities selling their homes. Like I can't afford to live here no more.
Can't afford it.
I see Chris Brown saying I can't afford to live in LA no more. I'm starting to see shit. Even Dwayne Wade and his wife had to leave LA. They can't afford to live there no more, bro.
Nobody can afford it.
They can't afford to live that shit no more. That lifestyle no more.
Nope.
You see, Kanye he sold everything he was sitting on. Everything he had, he sold. Every home he had in Calabasas, all that land that he had, he sold all that shit, bro.
And they still out there trying to keep up appearances on social media.
And the thing
that's the big hook right there.
And the thing about it, a nigga like Kanye ain't, because he's showing you how he living. He walk around barefooted. Him and his wife walk around barefooted and shit. They showing you how they live, bro. They don't have no stable home to stay at. They move around now. They on some like hobo type of shit. That's why the clothes that he's selling is hobo clothes. He know what's going on. Nah, Ye ain't faking it no more. Yeah, Ye ain't faking that shit no more.
The clothes that he's selling look like house clothes.
Yeah, he roaming.
Those clothes that Kanye's selling, they look like clothes you wear around the house. Because he knows everybody's gonna be working from home with surrogates out there. That's why it's wild. This shit turning into wild, y'all. That's
roaming country to country barefooted and shit.
Most people ain't even gonna have to leave their house anymore because AI is gonna be doing everything, and you're gonna be stuck in the metaverse playing games in the metaverse to get money just so you can buy stuff in real life off something like Amazon or whatever Amazon turn into in the future. And you ain't gonna have to do nothing. All of y'all I don't care what job you doing, is getting replaced. I don't care where y'all niggas work right now. Everybody's getting replaced. They don't need anybody to do any of this type work no more. Artificial intelligence can do it all. Whether the nigga that's mopping the floor or accountant at a bank, AI can do both jobs. They can use AI to mop the floors, and they can use AI for the goddamn accountant at the bank. You know what I'm saying? So they don't need y'all niggas no more.
Come on, bro. Right. Shit crazy.
I don't think people know how serious this is. So everything you see around you is eventually going to collapse, but we're going to have a savior, man. So just remember that. And it ain't a real savior. We know it ain't a real savior, but it's going to be the savior. So like you said, JR, it's going to be a short window where people is really going to be able to gain if they do the education.
Yep.
But that window is going to be closed really fast because it's happening during the time of a paradigm shift. During the time of a paradigm shift, things slightly loosen up. But people who wasn't in that vibration could get in that vibration real quick. And right before the paradigm shift happened, you could be on top. Just go do the education, man. That's all we telling y'all. Just go do the education.
That's because you don't have the information.
Okay.
Huh? Just public. All you got to do is go look it up. Huh? Okay. I didn't come here to find out what you think.
No, I'm just asking.
No, you didn't. You said you thought. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
For one, I don't want to hear what you thought. I saw the check, nigga. Huh? So I got to sit in what you thought. Who cares? Huh? That's all I'm saying.
All right.
The AI can rap better than Ice Spice and Megan Thee Stallion. The AI can make beats better than Dre and Timberlake. We try to tell y'all they don't need y'all niggas no more.
All right.
They ain't gonna need y'all no more. Hollywood actors, the A-list ones, the ones that's gonna always make money, they gonna sell their image to these Hollywood studios, and they gonna have their image forever. And you gonna see these Hollywood actors are gonna be long and gone, and they still gonna have movies coming out with all these A-list actors, like they never died. Because the AI is gonna be able to create the movie, and you ain't gonna be able to tell the difference. You ain't even gonna be able to tell the difference. That's what we getting through to y'all. None of y'all, I don't care what job it is, man. Delivering the paper, delivering the mail. I don't care what the job is. It's all getting replaced by AI, man. Even certain law enforcement is getting replaced by AI. They already starting in certain areas with these little robotic dog patrolling dogs and stuff. I know New York is using them. They already testing it. They already testing it. So everybody's getting replaced, man. People, not my job. We know they're gonna have these niggas out here saying not my job. I know we're gonna have people in here saying not my job. Yes, your job too.
Make sure y'all hit that like button too. If y'all ain't hit that like button yet. You know what I mean? We're going into 2 hours on this joint.
Yeah, right. Man, we about to get up off of here though. We definitely dropped enough information for y'all to go and educate y'all. Nigga, all y'all jobs too. Landscapers, yup, your jobs too. Gun range instructors, yup, your jobs too.
Yeah, I mean, you go look up
pilots, yup,
see
your jobs too. Barber, everybody. I don't care who you are. They already got the machines to replace y'all. I don't know why people don't understand it yet. We told y'all Metropolis came out in 1927, and it was a perfect layout of a completely technocratic society with digital stuff, super highways, clones, robots, artificial intelligence, all that in a movie that they did in 1927. A lot of this technology we see now, they already had it back then. So they've been working on this stuff for years. Your job too. Your job too. And then they keep throwing movies like iRobot in our face and The Terminator and stuff like that. Your job too.
On that note, y'all, we gonna go and get up out of here, y'all.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, y'all already know where the links at to the shops and all that. If y'all want to support,
right?
Y'all know where all that's at. Description of this video, pinned to the top and throughout the chat. Yeah, I mean, y'all know how it is. Y'all know what we do. Shout out to y'all coming through. Yeah, I mean, make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all coming through. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, man.
We out, man.
I know how we do. 90daynetmarket.com.
Follow us on all platforms. 90 Day Network on all platforms. 90 Day Cartoons and 90 Day Metaphysics.
Oh yeah, subscribe. Yeah. Subscribe to Melanie Jones channel too. Go ahead and drop your link in there so they can follow you over there and subscribe. And we gonna go ahead and I mean, exit up out of here, y'all. Let's get it.
We the Curry brothers, night and day network. We bring awareness to the community, spreading consciousness. With the truth, we chase greatness. In the darkness, we shine like the brightest stars. Using our platform to break mental prisons. You know who we are. From the streets to the stage, we never back down. Constantly evolving, we wear the crown. Mindful warriors, we're changing the game. Never stay the same. Night and day network, we're here to stay. Bring awareness and consciousness every single.
Zeolite is one of the most amazing minerals of our age. Millions of people have been using detoxification supplements to remove harmful toxins, pollutants, heavy toxic metals, as well as to balance pH levels, lower the risk of viruses like cold and flu, support the immune system, and improve nutrient absorption. What is zeolite? Zeolite is a volcanic ash that forms over time when ash and lava react with alkalized water, resulting in a compound with a very strong cage-like structure and a negative charge. Zeolite is one of the most fascinating and powerful nature remedies available. Great to detox and balance your body. Health benefits of detoxing. The removal of excess heavy metals can improve overall health. Detoxification helps balance a body's pH levels. This product provides 30 capsules, 1 month supply, ships within 3 days. Purchase now at nightanddayNetmarket.com.